Welcome back to Following Noadon, a Stormlight podcast, sort of. We are back after our break with some different content for you guys. We are beginning to take a look at the COSMERE RPG that came out next year. I have Paul and Elliot with me as always, and with us joining is Nate, and Kiffin will be our GM. But first, Paul, how are you?
Oh, great. It's good to be back after a little hiatus. Excited to play this. I have never actually formally gone through a role-playing game campaign before, period. So this is like crossing the last thing off my nerd bucket list here. So very excited.
I'm excited as well. This will by no means be a professional production, but I'm quite excited about it. Elliot, how are you?
I am excellent. Glad to be back in the thick of things as well. And yeah, if all this goes poorly, it's probably my fault because I think I'm suckering all you guys into playing this game with me. Order the books, of course, because they're gorgeous and have lots of cool art and fun little lore tidbits, which I love to read. But I also love playing tabletop RPGs as well. So when they came out with this, I knew this was something I was going to try to drag all of you guys into. And here we are.
How much previous RPG experience do you have besides the COSMERE one? Yeah, you.
I've done a little bit of Pathfinder, a little bit of D&D, and then a whole bunch of Star Wars RPG. I think Nate and I were actually both in the same Star Wars RPG campaign for like a year and a half or 2 years or something.
Cool. For anyone curious, I've done absolutely zippo. Nate, how are you?
I'm good. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be back. I have done, like EJ said, we've done some Star Wars RPG. I've also done some DMing of my own in D&D itself. So I know what it's like on both sides of the fence, but I am very excited to be playing and happy to see you all.
Wonderful. And last but not least, Kiffin, our GM. How are you?
I'm doing well. This has been fun to study up on a new system. TTRPGs, as time allows, are kind of my thing. Been playing or GMing for on and off for 15, 17 years, something like that. Mostly in my own system. I created one along with a fantasy book I'm writing. But I played in, when it comes to established systems, D&D, Pathfinder, Genesis, as well as the original Star Wars role-playing game from like the late 70s, I believe, and a couple others I'm probably forgetting off the top of my head. But yeah, so I love these. I love comparing the systems. This has been a fun one to learn. Definitely excited to get more playtime under our belts with it. But it's a good system. I feel like even with a little bit of trial that we've done so far, it's got good mechanics, and I hope you guys enjoy the story we'll be able to tell through this.
Cool. Yeah. All right, before I throw it back over to you, Kiffin, we are going to be covering the first steps, which is kind of an extended tutorial of this system for today. This is kind of our episode 0, if you will, for the system. And then for anyone following along with us, we will be going through as much as we can, as I don't know the full duration of this. We're kind of making it up as we go, of the Stonewalkers campaign. And the main reason why we're interested in this and covering it is because it has a canon story written by Dragonsteel and Brotherwise together. And it covers something about the honor blade that went missing back in all the way back in the Way of Kings. So without further ado, we're going to be covering first steps today. So Kiffin, over to you.
Sounds good. Yeah, and for those that want a tiny bit of context, this first steps story takes place approximately at the beginning of Words of Radiance, according to the context of what we'll be doing tonight. So just to put your minds in that setting. And without further ado, yeah, let's jump right in. All right. So, it's been weeks since you last saw the wind blades of Kholinar when you joined this caravan and began your travels to the Shattered Plains. Your journey has taken you south through Kholinar and along the Thanendal border. before continuing east toward the war camps. At the end of another long day, Bright Lady Ralanet, the caravan's noblewoman leader, decides to set up camp in a nearby ravine. Its steep walls promise protection from bandits and high storms alike, the tempests that rage across Roshar every few days. The Chol's horse-sized crustaceans make their slow descent into the ravine. As you settle in, the only sounds you hear are Kholin soldiers' quiet conversation and the soft clicks of the dozing Chols. You too are nodding off when a panicked sentry cries, "Bandits!" Startled, you hurry to the center of camp to find spear infantry streaming down the east side of the ravine. These aren't undisciplined bandits. They move with military precision. To the west, arrows whistle towards civilians who clutch their belongings as they run in fear. Many fall, arrow shafts protruding from their backs. Fear sprens seep from the ground, forming purple pools around the boots of the minuscule Kholin military contingent guarding the caravan. All right, and you guys have a few choices here on how to react. The first one, do you search your gear for something useful? B, do you check on people who were ambushed by the archers? C, do you grab a weapon and engage the spear infantry? Or D, do you run towards the center of camp to check on Bright Lady Ralanet? And I'll take an answer from each of you and we'll kind of play them out one at a time. And this being like a tutorial, there will be several sections like this first one where instead of it being open for your choices, you'll just kind of have different paths you can pick. Think choose your own adventure novel.
Sure.
Well, I'll go first with A. I'm going to check my bag, hang back,
Okay.
just kind of get a lay of the land here.
Awesome. I'll get everybody's choice before we play them out.
Perfect. I'm gonna go check on Lady Ralanet.
Okay,
So D, I believe that was the last option.
Yep. Option D. Awesome. Okay. Trevor.
I'm rushing to the most direly afflicted civilian that got an arrow, like the one that needs the most immediate assistance.
So B, check on the ambushed. Okay. Sounds good. And what about you, Elliot?
Yeah,
you can pick the same answer. It's somebody else. That's fine.
Okay, good. Because I think my character would do the similar to Trevor. I'm going to look for people that are hurt and need help, particularly any elderly.
Okay, sounds good. Let's just start in order there. So we'll go with option A for Nate. Your character is going to rummage in their gear for something useful. All right, so let's see. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. All right.
3.
You got a 3. Okay. So rummaging around your gear, you find a roll of tools. Let's see.
Congrats.
And you can mark.
All right.
So different things that happen, you'll need to have your character sheets handy to start marking things. You can mark either a point into intellect or awareness.
I'll do awareness. Okay. So I just mark a tally.
Yeah, just mark a little tally. It may change later, but for now, leave that in there. All right. And then you reach into your pack and find the reassuring weight of a well-oiled leather pouch containing your most prized possessions, your tools. With them, you can create. Without them, you'd be lost. What kind of tools are these? Are these art-related tools, blacksmithing tools, cooking tools, or leatherworking tools?
Leatherworking.
Okay. Under your expertise section, write down armor crafting.
Done.
Okay. Alrighty. And then what is your preferred way to use these tools?
Self-sufficiency. I have some various things that I have cobbled together that I choose to wear as armor. and I need to make sure that they are all tip-top shape because I do not want to be in anyone else's business, and I don't want anyone else to be in my business.
Okay. Would you agree that that is precision work, kind of self-focused?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and write down +1 to your willpower attribute and the ideal of self-mastery.
Okay.
All right. And then why would you say that these leatherworking tools are precious to you? Is it more of that kind of self-mastery aspect? Is something you put a lot of time into?
In my small mountain town, there wasn't a whole lot of people, or at least a whole lot of people that I got along with. But there was this older leather worker who I was especially bonded to. And he kind of took me as I was, and he didn't ask too much of me, just made me work. So when he retired, which was very close to this, he gave me his tools. So these are his tools that I am using.
Okay. So that matches one of these actually perfectly. Go ahead and write down an ideal of remembrance. And this is because you basically have something passed down from a mentor figure from your past. And then how would you describe your level of training with these tools? Brand new, put a medium amount of time into it, or are you on your way to becoming an artisan?
Medium, for sure.
Okay. Go ahead and put 2 points into either crafting or discipline. Your choice.
Ooh, let's do discipline.
And that concludes Nate's action. So now we will jump back and let's handle Trevor and Elliot, who both went with option B for checking on the ambushed folks. Some of the merchants who joined the caravan for protection only yesterday now lie pinned down to the ground, their bodies riddled with arrows fletched with brown and red. Are either of you Alethi?
I'm not. Should I tell you what I am?
You can.
I am Eerie.
Eerie, okay.
And I am not Alethi either. A little closer, I'm Natan.
Okay. So go ahead under expertise. Go ahead and write down your 2 answers there of it's your Natan and sorry, what was the other one?
I'm Iriali.
Iriali. Yeah, so write those down. Packages once held so dear lie scattered, their contents spilled across the dirt. One of the merchants, a Thalen woman, lies on her side, coughing blood onto her bright orange dress. "Help me," she says desperately, blood trickling from the corner of her mouth. Violet fear-sprin globules wriggle around her, and the arrow lodged in her back. Before you can act, a voice yells from the ridge top, "Archers, ready!" Do you, 1, help the woman, 2, grab whatever spilled on the ground and run before you become a target, or 3, attempt to ascend the ravine wall to outflank the archers?
Are you asking both of us?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to help the woman.
Okay.
I think that's also what my character would do. So I assume I see Trevor doing that and I rush to try to assist.
Yep, and that's totally fine. Okay, so you both rush. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
To be clear, Elliot probably would have got there first. I'll explain that later, but Elliot would have got there first.
Okay.
All right, you're helping me
fair
then.
Enough. Fair enough. All right. So you both rush to the woman's side and try to help. How do you go about this? Do you try to actually tend to her wounds, or do you approach more of a sit with her in her last moments to give her some peace?
Well, can we not try to carry her and run? Can we try that?
In this section, I would say probably not. It gives those 2 options pretty distinct.
Hurt too direly. Okay, what are the 2 options?
So you can attempt to tend her wounds, and that actually potentially can involve moving her if it goes well enough. Or you can sit with her, like basically accepting the fact that she's going, and just kind of let her feel a moment of peace in her last moments.
Really, I don't know about you, but I'm going to try to bind her back or stop the bleeding or something.
Yeah, my character doesn't know much about that, but he'd probably try.
Okay. All right, so you're both going with that one. So go ahead and make a medicine test for me, both of you.
And we currently have no intellect stat, right? So
Yeah, no.
we're just rolling.
You're just rolling.
Just rolling a d20.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I
Elliot
cheer
is
because
doing
I
good
rolled
work,
an
and
18.
Trevor is causing more problems.
Elliot
Okay.
got an 18 and I got a 3.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you're able, we'll say you're still both contributing to this since you're kind of doing it in conjunction to each other.
Yeah, that equals 21 together.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah,
Out of
exactly.
40.
Yeah. So you brought Elliot's A down to like a C plus, but
Thanks,
but
bro.
you still have.
But the group project passed.
Yes, exactly. All right, so you two are able to drag the woman into some cover before treating her wound, working as quickly and efficiently as you can, given the hail of enemy fire you're under. She looks as if she may survive, but she's quickly losing consciousness. All right, and you can both add, or actually, no, we'll do it this way. So for technically failing the check, Trevor, you can add a +1 to medicine, and Elliot, you can add a +2 to medicine for that.
Got it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yep. She moves her lips as if to speak, but her exhaustion overcomes her. She presses something into each of your hands before her eyes close. Let's see. Go ahead and each roll for me. I'm just looking to see who gets the higher result. I'm mixing it up a little bit because you're both doing this.
Oh,
it's
let's
actually
go.
Written as just one.
All right, I got an 18.
Okay, 18 and 6. Okay, so Trevor, you are given a whetstone, and you should have a resources tab in your on your sheet. Go ahead and put a +2 under resources. And the way this is going to work throughout this is we'll basically be tallying resources generally, and then as the story progresses and we get to the end of this, we will then define specifically what those resources are. And then Elliot, you are handed a small notebook with a bit of blood that has gotten on it from her wounds.
Bloody notebook. Got it.
Yeah. And you can take, you obviously can't sit here while under arrow fire and read it, but you can take a quick look at it if you like, to see if you can determine anything.
Yeah, definitely. My character would definitely do that.
Okay. This appears to be some kind of recipe book.
I raise my eyebrow quizzically, but I'm definitely intrigued. It goes in my pocket.
Okay, and you can mark down 2 resources for yourself as well. All right, and for now, that is your guys' part of these choices. So now let me jump back again, and we will take Paul's choice, which was D. You're going to go run to Bright Lady Ralanat, correct?
Yes.
Let's see here. Okay, so the center of the camp is in chaos. Soldiers in Colin blue uniforms run to the east, where the enemy first breached the caravan's defenses. Other non-combatants scramble haphazardly between tents, trying to escape. In the commotion, no one questions your presence near the Bright Lady's command pavilion. 2 people, a woman and a man, stand out as they move opposite to the mass exodus. The woman's long white hair marks her as Bright Lady Ralanat. her safe hand covered by the left sleeve of her lavender hava dress. The man is her assistant, another Alethi named Zindan. They enter the command pavilion, rummaging around and moving conspiratorially. They're discussing escape. How do you approach? Do you do so quickly and quietly to try to hear more of their conversation? Do you enter the tent and accuse the Bright Lady of treason against the Colins? Do you enter the tent and offer your assistance to the Bright Lady? Or do you wait and follow the Bright Lady at a distance to try to escape the ambush?
Those are great questions because I could see my character doing several of those things. I think I would be following behind them. I believe that
At a
was the
distance,
final option.
the last one. Okay, sounds
Oh.
good.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Actually, can I change that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think instead I would be doing the offering assistance one.
Okay.
Like the
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. So as you come into the tent and offer your aid, well, now I could use some strong backs. Bright Lady Ralanet says, tapping her lip with her finger. 10 marks in advance for your service, she announces, handing you a sphere along with some heavy bags. And go ahead and mark down that you've been handed a sphere.
She just giving you money?
There's
How come I didn't pick that path?
There's a mark section underneath armor and equipment, Paul.
Yeah, so you can write down 10 marks in that. And then she says, now hurry, there's not much time. All right, so yeah, 10 marks. All right, and then...
My character's definitely financially motivated, Elliot, so I was like, I gotta make money off of this somehow.
Clearly.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. All right, so you're now following her out, carrying some of her belongings, and it's an agility test to see if you're able to successfully follow them while dodging some arrow fire. So go ahead and make an agility test for me. And you probably don't have a bonus in that at this point. But
Okay. I rolled a 13 on a d20.
Okay. That's good enough for this one. And then go ahead and add +1 to speed and +1 to agility as well. Okay. So you are heavy laden with a couple of Lady Relanet's bags at the moment. All right, but you are able to successfully dodge arrow fire, protecting both yourself and her equipment. Well done. And then that was the shortest of all of these. That's it for now, but you did get money. All right.
Okay.
So, and that concludes the choices for all of you guys at this point. Okay. So, and this will be, I believe we have our first mechanics checkpoint here. Despite the initial shock of the ambush, the soldiers of House Colin are well trained. The remaining troops form a tight line, recollecting themselves and surging forward like a storm wall, crashing into the ambushers. Reorganized and reinvigorated, the tide of battle shifts in the favor of the blue-clad Colin troops with you, and their enemies waver. Cheers go up among the Colin caravan survivors, their spirits buoyed as they mount a defense. How do you all respond to the tide of the battle? And this is a section where you can kind of do some little bit of role-playing narration here. But these ones aren't, you're not limited to these, but these are just like suggestions to kind of get your brain flowing of how your character would react. Would you help inspire the troops? Would you encourage others to follow you to better safety? Would you start looting any of the attackers for valuables? Would you join the push to push the enemies further out? Would you step away in the way of an attacker that may still be advancing on a Colin soldier? or you can do something like check for enemies to make sure they aren't preparing another trap.
I'm certainly looking out for any more civilians, any more stragglers that haven't really made it to the Colon soldiers, making sure everybody's okay.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right, and then with that one, we'll just do these one at a time. Go ahead and make another medicine test for me to see if you can identify like those that need the cover and the additional safety the most.
Do I get to include my +1 that I got earlier?
Yes, yeah, include whatever is currently on your sheet for bonus.
I rolled a 15 +1, so 16.
Excellent. All right. So yeah, you're able to help a couple more people get out of some of the remaining arrow fire. All right, and then let's see who wants to go next. How do you respond to the battle, Nate?
So you said they came over a hill, right?
Yeah, they kind of came down the arrows were being fired like from the top of the ravine walls, and then they kind of came down the paths that like lead down into the ravine.
Can I make a investigation check to look for any way to kind of climb out of the ravine and kind of sneak behind them and look maybe if there's more troops or where they came from or whatever?
Yeah. I think that lines up nicely with the like making sure they're not preparing another, kind of ambush option. So perfect. Yeah. So go ahead. I'll actually have it be an insight though.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that for me.
19.
Excellent. All right. So you're able to get to a better vantage point, and you see that the enemies are indeed fleeing, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any more immediate buildup of danger on the remaining caravan survivors.
Can I check if they left anything behind and maybe go scavenge their stuff?
Yeah, I'll allow that. Sure.
Okay.
That would
do I need to make a perception?
Yes, make a perception for me.
Okay. 12.
12. Okay. Nothing in your immediate vicinity strikes your interest with that roll.
Okay.
All right.
Can I go back to the group and kind of maybe not signal, but at just like I'm making my way back to the group. So
yeah. You make your way back to the group and kind of inform some of the remaining military, that it looks like their pushback is working. So, alrighty. Paul or Elliot, what about you guys?
Yeah, so I just helped the bright lady out with her bags, and I definitely want to ask her, if she's ever looking, if she's ever looking for help. I'm definitely someone that she can get in touch with. I even talk with her a little bit about how wonderful it is that we got out alive. That I feel like we could really have a good working relationship, and I think it would be warranted to give a little more money for the service I've provided, actually.
Okay.
Get a load of this guy.
Or under the guise of, in the future, we could maybe work together or things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But specifically, I'm asking for money now, too.
Make a persuasion test for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if I say check, that's because of the years of D&D ingrained in my head, but it's test in the system.
Persuasion, It was only a 7.
Okay, so she's cordial and kind of smiles and gives you what might be like false hope for future payment, but you didn't weasel anything else out of her in this exact moment. But good attempt there. Okay, Elliot, what about you?
Yeah, so my character is very much a strategic thinker. He likes to figure out why things are happening. Can he can he try to figure out more about these soldiers that attack? Can he go and maybe find like a soldier that's dead on the
Yeah.
battlefield to learn more about him?
Yeah, make an insight or a lore roll for me, whichever you prefer.
I think it's the same either way. So lore, I guess.
Okay.
A nice round 10.
10. Okay. There isn't anything like overall identifying about uniforms or weapons, that these enemies have, but you do see that as potentially intentional, as if like this wasn't just what, like, for example, one princedom blatantly and obviously attacking another princedom. This could be a case of whoever is responsible for this is purposely trying to stay under the radar of who they're hired by or who's responsible for it.
It's suspiciously unclear who they are.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. Alrighty. Okay, so moving on with the narrative a little bit. Above the din, a wordless battle cry rings across the chasm. All eyes turn to see an imposing figure clad in black armor standing at the ravine's southern end. A wicked blade coalesces from thin air in their hand, and the ground around their feet bubbles with anger spread. They bellow once more, launching themselves through the air. Their hulking form blots out what remains of the daylight as they land amid the remaining Kolin caravan soldiers, scattering them like kremlings before a chasm fiend. The warrior stalks forward with supreme confidence, their blade passing effortlessly through bodies. Corpses with smoking eyes litter the ground around them. The Kolin caravan soldiers stand no chance against a full shardbearer in all their storm-born glory.
And neither are we.
Run.
Right.
That's what
Okay.
you think.
So, that's the first option. Do you run? Do you ready a weapon such as knocking an arrow to try to help even the odds? Or do you take a brief moment to try to identify who this may be?
Was this just a shard blade, or are they in shard plate?
They're in full plate with a blade.
Yeah, we're running. I'm grabbing the nearest person and shoving them in front of me and running.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I'm definitely going to knock an arrow and to talk a big game, but I'm standing at quite a safe distance.
Okay.
Can I hide somewhere within the ravine? Find a rock or some kind of alcove or something where I'm not necessarily running, but I have separated myself and I'm kind of looking and observing hidden.
Okay. So running more for cover than just running for your life.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
And then my character, well, Elliot would be running for his life. My character has an unhealthy level of curiosity and probably should be running, but something is kind of drawing his interest here. He wants to know a little more about who this is.
Okay. I go ahead and make another, or this time specifically a lore test for me, and I'm going to give you advantage on it this time. So go ahead and roll a second time, just because you already kind of were curious of this with your earlier test.
Yeah.
Fallen soldiers.
So advantage. I've rolled twice, and I get to pick my higher number.
Yes.
My higher number is 19. I don't have any bonuses in this yet, so 19.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to mark down one more thing real quick here. Okay. All right, so yes, with that, so the attacker appears to be standing in stone stance. The armor is also odd and looks like it's been painted over. with the black coloring, but you can see yellow peeking through where the armor has been scratched. And please add to your sheet expertise in dueling conventions or high society, your choice.
Cool. Guys, I might get squished for that knowledge I just learned, but I learned something.
Yeah, I don't know if that was worth it for you there, Micho.
All right. The armored warrior leaps once again. Sorry, did I get everybody? We didn't do Paul yet. Or no, yes, we did. Did I miss somebody?
Paul
Yeah,
knocked an arrow. We're good.
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, not to
I did that. I didn't mention it, but I want to specify that I'm making sure that other people are seeing me knocking an arrow.
Okay.
In this.
That's another thing I can mark down for you. So I appreciate that.
Thank you, Nate, for the celebration with that. By the way. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So the armored warrior leaps once again, shard blade pointed skyward, their shard plate propelling them toward their destination. A rough hewn wall built atop the cliff on the northern edge of the canyon. They slash downward in a vicious arc, cutting through the wooden wall in a single stroke. A low rumble quickly becomes a cacophony as huge stones crash into the gorge. Run! Someone yells. Without mercy, rocks pulverize the caravan's last defenders. Pain spren erupt from the ground, latching onto any Kolin caravan soldiers who didn't perish in the brutal trap. All right, and you guys have another reaction chance here. While focusing on your own escape, do you bother to help anyone else get out of harm's way? Do you potentially risk sacrificing yourself for doing that? Or do you just call out and try to lead others to safety via direction?
So my character is almost obsessed to a fault about making sure everybody's out safe. So I'm definitely the last one out, pushing everybody in front of me, making sure that everybody's getting out.
All right. Anybody else?
I'm yelling direction. This is
okay.
This is where to go, at least to the people around me who are closest who can hear. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get out, but I do look around for probably the oldest or feeblest person around to see if I can assist them or drag them along with me.
Okay.
I don't do any of that. I just stay and hide.
Okay. All right. With the trap sprung to deadly effect and the caravan boxed in, neither the enemy shardbearer nor their troops stay to witness the attack's aftermath, callously abandoning any survivors to their fate. Only faint moans and fretful clicks are heard now, a stark contrast to the recent tumult of the combat. All right. Most people are dead by this point, but there are a few other survivors besides you.
So Trevor's not very good at his job, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm a little scarred over here. This was traumatic for me.
Yeah. All right. Left for dead, you and any others must last through the night. The few survivors eye each other warily, and there's open talk about everyone going their separate ways. You must rally the survivors, tend the wounded, and reestablish the camp if you don't want what remains of this caravan to fall apart. All right, and you might remember this from our little test session we did. We're going to enter an endeavor now, where you guys will have a bunch of options and make a bunch of skill tests, and you're trying to get 6 successes before 4 failures.
All right. So my character definitely very quickly here starts to look at the weather and see if he can discern what the weather situation is. It was getting dark, right?
Yeah. The light is very, very dim at this point.
So can I survey and see if I see clouds on the horizon, if I can tell what kind of night we're in for, kind of how we need to be prepared for this?
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception for me for that.
I just closed the dice thing. There's the dice thing. Perception. I don't have anything in that yet. So 10.
Okay. So with that roll, the sky, though getting progressively dark, does look pretty clear. So you probably will be safe from a bad weather, no high storm situation by any means. But it also probably means you won't get any rainfall for water supply. So that's definitely something to be concerned about.
Okay. I try to, spread this information around, encourage people a little bit that, hey, at least we don't have a high storm bearing down on us. We got time. We're gonna be okay.
All right.
I am desperately going to be looking for meaning of what just happened. So I'm going to go around and interrogate every single person that is still alive to ask them what they saw, any details on their attackers, or anything they heard, or anything information I can get from any of the survivors.
Okay. With that, then, Elliot, would your character share the information about the shard bearer with Trevor's character?
I'm a little wary of this guy who seems a little pushy, going around trying to get information out of everybody. But I'm a team player, so yeah, I'm going to share that info.
Okay. With that information shared with you, Trevor, I'm going to give you an advantage on either a lore or a what was the other one earlier? Lore or it's not
Insight?
history. Insight. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
All right, I got a 16 and a 20, so I'll take the 20.
Okay. And that's a 20 on the die?
That is a 20 on the die.
Okay, 20 on the die. Okay.
A nat 20.
Yeah, so the opportunities and complications will come in this particular adventure later. So just mark down somewhere on your character sheet you have an opportunity use for later. But with that, after hearing the description of the blatantly painted shard plate and yellow glowing through it in the areas that were scratched or slightly cracked, you are fairly confident that you actually do know who that was. You think that this was probably Bright Lord Reese, who is the well-known shard bearer under Thanendal's princedom.
Can you spell that for me?
Reese's name or Thanendal?
Yeah, Reese.
Resi, and I believe I'm pronouncing that right, but I can double check that later. Yeah, Bright Lord Reese.
Okay, so I'm fairly confident that this is Bright Lord Reese based on the stance or based on the armor?
Based on the armor description. You would know.
So at least it's his armor. I'm not necessarily certain it's his.
Yes,
okay,
that's a better way to phrase it. Yes,
got it. Cool.
Yeah, which I guess you may be able to infer that something related to Thanendal's princedom had to do with this ambush.
Got it.
Because if it is him or someone else allied with him using his armor, that's who he swears loyalty to. So, yeah. Okay. Awesome. Let's see here. Okay. Alrighty. What about Paul? What is your character doing?
My character is definitely looking around to see if I know anybody. I know either anyone I've been with previously or any notable people around that I can connect with and try to help. I'm there to help, and I don't mind helping people, but I'm trying to find someone important to help.
Okay.
Ideally.
Yeah, so the most important noticeable person of note would definitely be the Bright Lady who you've already been assisting.
Okay.
Assisting.
Yeah. I should probably don't know if I should leave her alone or not. I do want to go back to the Bright Lady, but I want to be way more earnest. I'm not going to ask her for anything. But I am going to talk with her at say, I trust your judgment, but I trust your judgment and leadership in this situation. If there's any way I can help, we can. If it were up to me, I think we should, um, gather what strength we have, combine resources and things like that, and find a way through here. Maybe pooling some information, I don't know, with Misha or one of our smart people in the group.
She passes you 2 more marks and says, for your discretion, I give you this. My assistant and I will be leaving. Help the others and don't follow us.
Yes, ma'am.
Snitch.
Yeah.
Snitch on her.
You can do with that as you will. All
Okay.
right.
Wait, can I do anything with that, or is that my turn for now?
Keep it to yourself for now,
Okay.
but you can decide as the narrative progresses if you're going to
absolutely
act on that. But
great information, yeah.
But yeah, and then they sneak off into the darkness.
Gotcha.
Go their own way. Okay, so let's see here. Who haven't we done yet?
Is me.
Nate. Yeah, Nate.
Okay. Can I do a some kind of survival check, just to see if I see any provisions or if I see any like natural things that I could eat, or just what can I learn about the surroundings that I have found myself marooned in?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make a survival, looking around the chasm and seeing if there's food, water, anything that can be turned into such.
With my +1 of awareness, that gives me 10.
10. Okay. So there's minimal food available in the remains and with some of the other survivors. But fortunately, you aren't able to locate any water immediately, which is honestly the bigger short-term concern. You can go a little longer without food than you can without water.
So I did find water, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you found some food. Unfortunately, have not been able to find water. All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do?
Yeah. Now that there's no immediate danger, nobody's bleeding out or anything, I'm going to start delegating. You do this, you make a shelter, you count how many bedrolls we got, you count how many food stores we got.
Okay.
I'm going to start telling people what to do.
Okay, go ahead and make a leadership test for me.
12.
Okay. 12. Yep, that's just enough, actually. All right, so everyone starts to take up the tasks you're assigning them as they can. And through that process, others do reveal that there is a bit of water available for everyone in water skins that are able to be recovered. But that does mean it'll have to be pretty heavily rationed to work well for you guys in any kind of like long-term situation.
I don't know if this is a check or not, but as part of the actions that just got assigned there, maybe I got a few, but as one of them, can my character do like a head count and see just how many people we have here?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Do I need to roll anything on this?
Yeah, just do a perception. Like as everyone's kind of moving around, doing their own thing.
All right. With 15 roll of perception, I try to do a quick head count. Everyone's kind of milling around with all the instructions that bossy guy over there gave them, but I try to count them all.
Okay. So if your counting is correct, which you're fairly confident that it is,
It's correct.
Including yourself, in the count, of course, there's the 4 of you, 3 merchants, and 4 soldiers still alive and meandering around at these various tasks.
I definitely noticed that Yule was doting out tasks and stepping up to the occasion, and I really wanted to go just introduce myself and meet him, and to let him know very kindly that the Bright Lady did tell me I was in charge of this.
Okay. I would
Wait. Well, hold on. Backtrack a little bit. Did Elliot then take note that the Bright Lady is no longer there? Like, is that him?
Correct. Yes, he would
Okay.
not have seen.
Ah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or her servant, her assistant. Yeah, neither of them.
Yeah, wonderful, Leo Key. How do you say your name?
Liucci.
Leo Chi. Yeah, where is she to give you said authority? I don't care.
Well, she goes to another school, and
your girlfriend in Canada situation.
Yeah, exactly. No, she did. She let me in charge, but I've decided that you're a good fit for this task, and so I'm going to let you
Thank
keep
you.
going with this. Let me know if you need anything, soldier.
Appreciate it. Get to work. Whatever I told you to do. I'm sure you remember.
You told me to supervise. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? This isn't maybe a check, but can I distribute some of the food that I found?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, can I cook a meal? Maybe. With the food?
Yeah. With
your
another
leatherworking tools.
With another survival
Okay.
roll, I'll let you see if you can figure out how to get a fire of some sort going and get some cooking.
11.
Okay.
It's a fire, but it's meek.
Yeah. It's meek, goes out a few times for you, but you're able to get some cooked and start taking care of people. All right, we've had a combo here of like actual roles and just some like role-playing choices, so I kind of lumped the role-playing choices into one additional success, so you guys are up to 4 with no failures so far, so you're looking good, but you do need a couple more for us to declare that you've been able to like survive the night.
I have one I'd like to do.
Okay.
I want to talk to one of our other people. I forgot exactly the count of who all is with us.
One of the 3 merchants or 4 soldiers?
Yes, I'm definitely going to go up to one of the merchants.
Okay.
And I don't know if this would count as like a deception check, but I want to assure him that we're going to survive. I don't believe that we are set to survive, but I want to try and instill that in him.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, we will make that a deception. So go ahead and make a deception test for me.
An 8. Y'all get all the high. Trevor's
Okay.
nat 20. I'm like, oh, my roll's not going to be 20
so
now.
He definitely sees through your false confidence there, and still looks pretty worried and panicked about the night you all have before you and the situation at hand. So call that unfortunately the first failure of the endeavor.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Could we fast forward the night a little bit and I take a watch? Just to make sure that
absolutely.
there are no animals or other people.
Yeah, go ahead, and I'm going to kind of lump that in with an option they have in here. Go ahead and make an athletics test for me. You're going to kind of be climbing around and getting good vantage points, like to kind of help with your watch.
Ooh, 6.
Ooh.
You guys are going to fail this night for us.
I've succeeded some.
All right. Yeah. So unfortunately with a 6, you scramble, you try to scramble up some of the rubble that, the shard blade had fall, and you fall quite a bit, you slip back down, you make a bunch of noise, which puts everybody else, in the, kind of makeshift encampment for the evening, like on edge. And you probably woke up the couple of people that have actually been able to get to sleep. So nobody's very happy with your watch right now.
By the way, from a role-playing perspective, I'm mortified by all of this attention. I'm like put over my hood when I fall back down, and I just slink back and
all right,
ignore everybody else.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Could I slink around and stealth around and see if I can find any other maybe spheres or anything else that people have left behind, either on the trail in front of us or behind us, or maybe just lying around unnoticed?
Like back where the ambush was?
If you're doing this sneakily, go ahead and make. Is it called stealth in this system?
There is a stealth.
There's
check,
stealth and thievery.
Okay, go ahead and do a stealth test for me.
Okay, it's a 17, but I have a +1 on speed, which this is under speed. So would that be an 18?
It would be an 18. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well done. So you're able to use the combination of the rubble and the darkness, and everything to your advantage, and sneak around. You're pretty sure without anybody really taking notice of you. But as far as what you're able to potentially find, I'm not going to be super nice here. I'm going to make you do another roll. Go ahead and do a perception, or no. I'm getting systems mixed up again. Is it investigation in this system, or
no?
It's
no investigation.
There's a perception.
Yeah. Okay. Do perception. Perception works.
Okay.
Yeah, and do that one with advantage, because you were successfully sneaking, and you're pretty sure nobody's the wiser what you're messing with.
Okay. I rolled 2, and the highest was a 12.
Okay. 12 will be just enough to find someone's supply pack that got separated from them somewhere in all the chaos, which seems to be untapped full canteen and a belt knife amongst it. So you can note both of those. All right, and that is 5 successes. So we need either one more straight roll success or a couple of like creative kind of role play situations, whatever you guys are thinking.
So with everyone kind of unsettled by hooded guy's kerfuffle earlier, I try to calm everyone down by just striking up some conversation. I kind of herd everyone back to their bedrolls or whatever we've got here, pillows or jackets rolled up, that kind of thing. And I try to ask them some friendly questions, like where they're from. I'm particularly kind of targeting the merchants to see where they're from.
Okay. Yeah. So you go ahead and make.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have it be a persuasion, because you're kind of trying to persuade people that are in a vulnerable state to actually like open up to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Persuasion, no boost, 18.
Okay, that's still really good. Yeah. So so the 3 surviving merchants in particular are all Alethi, and have been trading within the Colin princedom for quite a long time. You don't get like a lot of conversation out of them, but you do see that it is a welcome distraction. They're obviously not going to get a good night's sleep, so they'd like to talk about something mundane that isn't as terrifying as this whole caravan endeavor has been. So you at least raise morale a little bit among them, at least. So all right, and I will count that as our final success. Well done. Okay. Now, each of you, for succeeding in the endeavor, mark down that you have the determined condition to be used on a future test roll. And what that's going to do is it's going to automatically give you advantage when you decide to use that. Yeah, I wouldn't hold on to it for too long because it is possible to lose that before you've used it. But use it as you will. All right, and this is an opportunity that we can actually role play a little bit here, or we can kind of just name it and move forward. I'll leave that up to you guys. But this would be a chance around like the breakfast campfire as the light of day is starting the next morning to share a little bit about yourselves with each other and the other survivors, like your cultures, where you hail from, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can jump in and start this sort of. I want to point out that I was up before everyone. Like, if people did go to sleep, I actually got up before the dawn. So as your characters are waking up or kind of busying about, you guys probably noticed that I was already up and doing things. And I specifically seek out Nate, your character, because I've noticed that you're a little reserved, and I get my breakfast or whatever, and I specifically come and plop down right next to you and try to get you talking, ask you who you are.
Let's do the scene.
Hey man, what's up with you?
I am okay.
Okay, that's it, man. We just made it through. We're gonna be all right.
You say that, but you didn't see the things I saw from up top of that ridge. That shard bearer, he was frightening.
He not only frightening. Did you see that sword? That thing is terrifying. Have you?
I have only heard rumors, but I think that is what is called a shard blade. And you damage.
Where are you from? Do you not have shard blades where you're from?
There's not much on my mountain, but we've heard tales of such things.
Your skin color is blue, like mine. Are you from Natan?
Yes. You must be from the lower regions. I am from a tiny mountain town.
I'm from the
settlement, really.
I'm from the city, the one and only we have, really. Natan. Can't remember my own
You city folk. My master would have many things to say about me conversing with city folk, but he is not here.
So what brings you out to Kolinar and the Shattered Plains out here?
Work. My master said that he had taught everything that he could teach me, so I stumbled my way here, and I'm beginning to regret it.
Well, that's a nicer reason than why I'm out here. In fact, have you seen any other Natan around? Specifically, like a middle-aged lady. She's super nice. My mother. I'm trying to find her, and I haven't seen her. Have you seen any more of us?
No, friend, I have not. We are not easy to miss.
I know. I've been looking everywhere. I gotta find her, man. I think I will one day.
I shall help you in whatever way I can.
My name's Misho, by the way.
Vamak.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Mark down your ancestries as human if you haven't already. And then also mark down for you two that you are Natan as well under that's called chosen culture expertise. All right. Would Leochi or Yule like to do any sharing or role playing?
I'm going to go get in Leochi's face and confront him about everything that went on last night and how he's trying to, sweet talk everybody. It's not gone underneath my radar. He needs to get in line here. Hey, Leochi, what's up, dude? What how many marks have you gathered off the ground here? I mean, can we
You don't know.
share
I was looking around. I was super sneaky.
we all know that you got up from the camp last night. We're in very dire straits here, bud. We all need to be on the same page. What did you find? We all need to know.
Yule, everything that I've done has been for the group. Okay. Everything that I've done has been for the group. Look, I even found I found a knife, and I brought it here to return it to its owner. And I'm trying to just set things right and get people back on their feet.
Okay. Where are you from? What are you doing here? I need to know.
I'm from Thalena, if you couldn't tell by my brilliant eyebrow.
I could tell, but you don't look super Thalen. What's going on?
Yeah, so believe it or not, my father was an Alethi general who, after exiting the military years back, fell in love with my mom, a Thalen merchant, and people were not very approving of their relationship, so they kind of tucked away. We've always lived on the fringe, on the outside, on the outskirts of town. But that's why I only have one Thalen eyebrow, because I'm also half Alethi. But I never let that stop me from progressing in life. I am a natural born leader and spokesperson, and I'm excited to be here. And with the grace of our bright lady, I'm able to lead this group back to safety. But
yeah, okay.
you stepped up awfully quick.
Natural
Where is
born
it that
leader.
you come from,
If you claim to be a natural born leader, your responsibility is first to this group. You cannot be sneaking around, gathering a bunch of spheres, talking to the bright lady. Where did you go, by the way? What's going on with that? And you need to be leading by example and not sneaking around.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not here to. We're not here to cause problems. It's been a stressful thing. You saw the short bear just like I did. While you were helping people escape, I was holding him back. I was putting up a fight to ensure the safety of our people. Okay. We're in this together. We're not enemies. So I just want to find a way that we can work together on this. So I feel it was kind to open up and share a bit of my story. What about yourself? Where are you from?
I am from Erie, obviously, from my golden skin, golden hair. And I am on my way to the Shattered Plains to try to track down my runaway twins. My twins that are both 16, my boy and my girl. They ran off together to try to go win some spheres at the Shattered Plains and hunt some chasm fiends, and I'm going to go get them back.
Kids.
Well, Yule, it seems like we're in this pickle together, but I believe we can get through this. And with your brilliant skills in leadership, servant leadership, putting others first, I know we're in good hands.
You better believe it. And I wouldn't give you a sphere if I had one.
Is there a flattery flattery skill? I feel like we need to give Paul some points in flattery.
I was gonna ask, but you look. I wasn't actually gonna ask because you look broke enough.
Get out of my face! I can't deal with you anymore. We'll talk later.
Fine.
All right.
And then I totally vanish from the scene. By the way, turn around and it's like, where'd he go? I'm kidding.
All right, cool. So go ahead and mark down your guys's chosen cultures and your ancestries as human, of course. All right. All right. So this is another mechanics checkpoint, and this one's going to be quite a bit bigger. We're pretty much going to finish filling out the majority of the character sheet.
And Kiffin, for the purposes of our team here, should we like maybe briefly describe what we're good at so we know as a team here?
That might not be a bad idea. You know, make sure you have a little bit of mixture of what'll help with like social stuff later.
Exactly.
Versus physical challenges. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So maybe not like describing everything specifically, but giving us a rough idea of what you're good at.
Yeah.
I'm the leader role, in case we didn't know. I'm fully focused on bolstering those around me and very value driven. If it's very black and white for me, either you're a good guy or a bad guy. And Leo Chi over there's firmly in the bad guy category right now.
Sketchy guy.
I'm playing agent. So I have points in stealth, discipline, intimidation, and survival.
Nice.
And I'll be taking the scholar route eventually here. So I'm very cognitive with some of the intellectual stuff, lore, medicine, perception, that kind of thing.
Okay. Once again, my name is Liuchi. You can call me Leo. Liuchi is actually a translation from another language to mean 6'7". There's my awful joke there.
Oh, brother.
But you can just call me Leo. I'm an envoy class, meaning I'm exceptionally strong in deception and persuasion specifically, but have a lot of willpower, intellect, presence, things like that.
Okay. Seems pretty well-rounded to me.
Yeah, I think so.
And I know I mentioned it earlier, but if you didn't or missed where to put it, a little bit further down below all of the skills, under conditions and injuries, make sure you have determined marked. Each of you are still determined from succeeding on the endeavor.
Yep.
Of surviving the night. All right, and that's all that it has us doing at this juncture. So let me know when you guys are ready, and we'll jump back into the narrative.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Before we move on, what's
if
everyone's physical defense?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So who's the tank?
15 is me. I'm tank 15.
I'm 13.
14.
13.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
so
it's gonna show
No,
it.
nobody's crazy low in comparison, but yeah, Trevor's a
It's
little bit
not gonna
tanky.
show.
Cool. All right. Cool. All right. So at dawn, Valen, the de facto captain of the remaining Colon caravan soldiers, basically just the soldier that decided he was taking charge, he approaches you and takes stock of the tattered remnants of the caravan. Plumes of dusty brown exhaustion spiral around him. Most are in bad shape, he growls, gesturing at the survivors, and it'll take a week to shift these boulders. We'll need help. He looks at all of you. There are other Colon forces headed to the Shattered Plains. Would you be up for finding them and sending help back our way?
I do a gesture to myself as like you're talking to me.
And he gestures at all of you.
Do you think that would be wisest, is to split up and go find help?
Yes, because 4 extra bodies to move boulders to otherwise get us out of here isn't going to speed up the process.
Okay, then by all means, let's do it.
All right.
I elbow Vamak over there and I kind of nod at him like, yeah, man, we got this. We can do this.
I give the smallest of thumbs up to Misha.
Nice. All right.
Can
Harold's
we leave Leo Key behind though? I don't want him. I don't want him with us.
It's Liucci, by the way. But I say that's fine. I'm going to go with Misho and Vamak. Vamak.
Vamak.
I ask very kindly and respectfully if I can go with you two. Or
Come on, Yule. We need as many people as we got here.
We don't need him, to be clear, but he can come.
I offer Yule some food, of my food.
You're not
Cracker.
you when you're hungry.
Am I
You
angry?
have a Snickers.
yeah. There we go.
I accept it.
All right. Awesome. Heralds be praised to you. A larger caravan left not too long after ours. It was headed to Covenant Stone Crossroads to the east. You might find help for us there. But first, let's look at what sort of gear survived the rock slide and get you armed. All right, and you guys would know, or at least have heard of the Covenant Stone Crossroads. It's basically a large stone formation in the Unclaimed Hills that protects caravans from high storms. So it's where different caravans would go to seek shelter during a high storm.
Gotcha.
Yep. Let's see here.
Do we want to determine off? Well, I'll wait till the weapons get doled out. But I was just wondering if we wanted to figure out who's going to play what roles, as far as ranged or melee.
Yeah, that'll kind of be part of what we're about to do right now. But yeah, so speaking of that, I know a couple of you got additional resources from choices. Everybody should have an additional one resource. I don't think I actually said that earlier, but after scavenging for supplies and stuff and surviving the night, everybody should have one resource. Out of the categories I'm about to read off, what are you as a party willing to leave the rest of the survivors to help them in the meantime? Are you willing to leave some food and or water? Are you willing to leave weapons? Are you willing to leave blankets or materials to help fight off the cold? Are you willing to leave any tools, or are you saying screw it, we need everything we have, we're not leaving them anything?
I have a canteen of water that I would like to leave.
Okay, water, cool.
I look at Yule while I do it. Also,
and I have to mark things as you guys choose these. So
okay.
Give me just 2 seconds.
So that would be taking away from my equipment.
Yes, that would be taking away, exactly.
I think personally that we should
and
use the tools.
And really quick, some of this like you can actually don't specifically mark off the canteen, Paul, because what this is really determining is what you guys are taking versus what is leaving with them. It's not necessarily coming out of your specific possession.
Oh,
it's just like who's getting more water, who's getting more weapons, so on.
I think we should leave them just the tools to move the rocks, and we will take everything else.
Maybe Yule grabs everything and runs off, but I leave them some food.
I snatch a couple blankets away from Yule and leave those.
I make fun of Yule for taking everything and offering nothing for our poor workers that we're leaving behind.
Well, they told us to leave them.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So so Yule says tools only. Okay. This is like the most marking all at one time I've had to do. Okay. Anybody else?
Yep.
Leave food.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, leave food. Gotcha. Okay.
And Misho leaves some blankets if you didn't mark that.
Okay. Will do.
Was my water listed, or is that listable?
I got the water. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just make sure you write down Trevor left nothing.
I left Von Mock's tools. I told Von Mock to leave his tools. That's what I left.
Yeah, and once again, it's not specifically Von Mock's tools. It's whatever tools are available you're saying they need them more than you guys do.
Okay.
Not that I'm trying to defend Yule's actions of wanting the art tools or the leatherworking tools to be left behind, but just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Tally your resources for me and tell me what the total for the whole party is. So Elliot's got 3, 6, 3 is 9.
Okay. It was also 3.
Also 3. Okay, so we got 12 total. Cool. Okay. So I need... Oh, that's actually a fun way to do it. So you guys will get, between the 4 of you, 12 common items, 7 uncommon items, and 3 rare items.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's have each of you roll 3d20 for the common items. And we're not looking at like the total that's added up. We're going to look at the individual rolls. Let's see here. So you have a set of manacles.
Sus.
Some rope. And a blanket.
Whoa.
This is going to be fun. I love
He's
random,
having a good time.
random roll tables. All right. And
what are you doing with those 3 things?
Right? That is kind of funny. Leochi, you have some oil, a long spear, and 10 sheets of paper with a bottle of ink.
Wonderful.
Vamak, you have a glass bottle. You also have a long spear, and you also have a staff. And Miso, you have a hammer. Sorry.
I accidentally rolled 12s first, and then I rolled 20s.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one then. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so you have leather armor, a blanket, and a sling. And now that you guys have recorded all of that, you can divvy them amongst your characters as you see fit.
Kiffin, are any of these weapons heavy weaponry or light weaponry?
The long spear is heavy, isn't it?
The long spear, I believe, is heavy. I can't remember if there's such a thing as like versatile in this system or not, where you could use it as one or two-handed.
Hey, Yule. I have this long spear, and I'm interested in your manacles.
It would be a heavy weapon, is what it labels it as.
Would you be interested in making a mild swapperoo? You're muted.
I was muted the whole time. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sounds great. You can
I have plans. I have plans for them.
I don't want to hear that. Just
Who had the Mr. Original owner of them? Where have these been?
Who had the armor?
I have the leather armor.
Can I interest you in some rope? Some Heathline elven rope?
Yeah, actually, I think my character would need some rope. I guess before I agree to this, Kiffin, my sling, is that just light weaponry?
Yes, that is a light weapon with 1d4 impact damage, range of 30/120.
Elliot, it's on the chart of weapons as 246, 247.
Thank you so much. I was looking for that earlier.
Yeah, it's in this appendix too. I started looking in the handbook and realized it's right in front of my face. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nate. Okay, trading armor.
I have a long spear if anyone else wants it. We have 2 of them.
Paul, was yours a long spear as well?
It was, yes, a long spear.
Wonderful.
Can Can I ask what our strength and speed
hold on.
stats were in the group as well, or
I'm
forgot where.
speedy but not strong.
Like 3 speedy.
Yes,
Okay.
3 and 1.
4 and 1 myself.
You can't be 4 yet.
Sorry, 3 and 1. I'm not cheating, I promise.
I am 1 and 2. So far, unless Vamak is better than Misho in combat, then I would say that it should go to Misho.
Yeah, you take the long spear. I'll take the staff.
Yeah,
What
the
book
staff
is that?
a light weapon.
What book is that?
The handbook.
The handbook. Thank you.
I do want a weapon, though. So, Misho, I feel like I would leave it up to you as to whether you would prefer the heavy weaponry spear or the sling, the light weaponry sling.
I'm definitely going to be more effective with the light weaponry instead of the heavy.
Then I would be happy to take the long spear. It's not my
Yeah,
preferred weapon, but I can.
And I'll
utilize that.
remind you, Paul, you also have that knife you found earlier, which would be
Okay.
considered a light weapon as well. If
Oh,
you wanted
okay,
to
okay.
equip
Then-
somebody with that.
Gotcha. Okay, I would have
Nate?
preferred to keep the knife. I was gonna ask if I still had the previous things I have.
Yeah.
Had.
Yes.
Okay, I do.
Nate, what
Gotcha.
page was that weapon thing on?
246.
And 247.
Perfect, thank you.
I'm going to go there too, just so I can see everything you guys are seeing. Right. Cool. Okay, any more divvying up needed there?
I'm good.
All right, for the uncommon, you guys have 7 of those. So let's have each of you guys roll 1d12. Or sorry, I can't do math. Let's have each of you guys roll 2d12, and I'll roll 1d12 just to break up the last one. All right, and once again, we're just looking at the individual numbers. So starting with Vamak, who got the roll in first, you have a tuning fork. Wow, this is funny. And an axe. All right. And Liochi, you have an axe and a surgery kit. Misho, you have a side sword and some fine clothing.
Nice.
And Yule, you have an axe, a lot of axes apparently, and also some fine clothing. And then the one I rolled, somebody marked down that you have one more axe.
Axes everywhere.
Yeah, goodness.
Yeah,
And my axe.
yeah, and I'll say, well, we'll finish the.
Well, I feel like you should take
the
the
rolling
axe.
first. Yeah, so gosh, how many axes was
You
that?
get the extra.
I think
We
this
just
is
hand
4,
5
right?
axes to him.
Does Vamak have an axe? I know everyone else did, right? Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He had an axe and a tuning fork, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Yeah, that's literally enough for each of you to have an axe. That's crazy. All right. And then for the rare items, you only get 3 of those, so determine amongst yourselves who doesn't roll. And it's going to be a D8.
I want to roll. Are all 4 of us wanting to? Here,
Sorry.
D7 crickets.
I missed that. What are we rolling for?
We're
only 3 of
choosing
you.
3 of the 4 of us roll for a rare item.
Trevor and Paul will roll. Go.
Yeah, and that doesn't obviously mean that the person who doesn't roll can't end up with the item, because
That's true. We
guys will talk
distribute.
about
That's
it.
right. That's right.
Okay, so Vamak, you have a breastplate. Yule, you have violet wine. That's exciting.
Let's go.
And Leochi, you have a rapier. That's fun.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take that.
Yule, you want to swap your
Heck yeah, I
breastplate
do.
for wine?
Yep, all you.
All right, and that is all of the equipment. So finish divvying that up as you need to. And then you can mark once that goes to like it's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can I use both my leather armor and my breastplate at the same time, or do I have to pick one?
I believe you have to pick. Let me see. See if it specifies that. It might in the actual handbook. Weapon range. No. Here we go. Armor.
Oh, you can throw these axes. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, you can. You can only benefit from one type of armor at a time, so the breastplate would be its own.
Yep.
Its own armor. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The breastplate is also cumbersome, so good luck with that.
Thanks.
Yeah, so it has a cumbersome value of 3.
3.
So to easily wear it, you have to have a strength of at least 3 or greater.
Which I
Flip,
do.
Which you do, okay.
Trevor, flip to page 245. In fact, everyone. Then you can take a look at all the weapons traits.
Yeah. And there's a table.
Yeah, and you can go ahead if once weapons have gotten to their final ownership, you can mark down like the damage they do, and that kind of stuff in your
add it to your weapons and your armor stuff.
Yeah, and then the breastplate also has a deflect value of 2, so you can mark that down into your sheet.
Got a long spear and a breastplate. Let's go.
Yeah, that ended up being pretty good.
5 axes.
As if you weren't intimidating enough.
Yeah.
I have one of those axes. I think I kept one.
Yeah, I only have one, but
okay.
I think we all have 1 axe, right? Does anyone who has 2? Someone's got a second axe, don't they?
Was there a total of?
We were given 4.
No, 4 total.
Okay,
so.
never mind.
Everyone's got
so,
yeah, everybody has 1. Yeah,
got it.
It's kind of cool. Everybody can throw axes in real life and in this game. Yeah. All right.
New party name. We're the axe throwers.
Let's go.
Nice.
Or the lumberjacks. There we go.
All right, and then this part, in my opinion, doesn't really match the narrative. Why you guys would just suddenly come into a bunch of money, but supposed to have you roll for marks now.
Let's freaking go.
So
search your pockets.
Correct me that during the narrative so far, only Leochi was actually awarded marks. Is that right?
Correct. Yes,
Okay,
I currently
gotcha.
have 12.
You have 12. Okay. Gotcha. So in that case, then I will let you roll for the party's total. And then once again, you can divide this up amongst yourselves however you see fit. Roll 4d20 for me.
We ain't getting squat.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not actually.
Oh, my gosh.
Awful rolls, by the way.
You didn't roll anything in the double digits. Okay, well, you have 19 to divide amongst yourselves.
All right, we all get 5, and Leochi gets 4.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And I make sure that y'all are aware that I'm taking less because I'm very self-sacrificial, even though I have more in my pocket, stored in my bag.
Right, but we don't know that.
Yes. But I'm like, I'll take 4. You guys take 5.
Okay.
I do commend
Judas,
you for taking 1 fewer.
Judas skimming off the side of all the money.
Yes, exactly.
No.
And Kiffin, we're going to get chances to sell some of our equipment if needed. Right?
Oh, yes,
I see
definitely.
values with all this, so we can cash in.
Yeah, there'll be bartering and selling opportunities down the road for sure. Probably not until we get into Stonewalker's material, but yeah.
I better
this
get
was
something
just
for this axe I'm carrying all the way across
Yeah,
the Shadow
right,
Plains.
right.
that I
Shattered
can't use.
Plains.
Yeah, this will be a fun way. This was just a fun way to do starting equipment that they have in here. So
Okay.
instead of just starting with a kit that's just a bunch of listed stuff in the handbook, they have rolling options, and that's more fun. So, alrighty, let's see here. Oh, and just so you guys know, it has a little note in here. I won't like specifically read it, but I'll just kind of paraphrase. So, as you know from the books, spheres and gemstones are the basic currency on Roshar. In the game, in particular, for simplicity, it uses diamond marks as standard currency. And there's more detail on that in Chapter 7 of the Stormlight Handbook, which can tell you more about the different spheres and all of that. So, all right,
Perfect.
Okay, everybody ready? Divvied up equipment well enough?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All righty. And if something's missing on a character sheet or something, we can address it as we get to it. Okay. So you shoulder your packs and clamber over boulders, the pink and purple tendrils of finger moss retracting into their shells as you search. Finger moss retract into their shells as you search for handholds. Valen waves goodbye from the ravine. By midday, you have left the caravan far behind you. The day stretches long as you travel through the barren landscape. Small rock buds, hard-shelled plants dot the side of the wagon track, and playful, translucent windsprint dart between waving grasses. As night falls on your first day of travel, you hear a cry of alarm followed quickly by an ominous trumping. A curly-haired man wearing gray robes lurches into view. Orange painspren like long-fingered hands claw their way around his body toward his arm, which he cradles across his chest. Seeing your group, hope alights in his face. "Help!" he cries, stumbling. Behind him, several feral axe hounds, six-limbed creatures, lope forward with frightening speed. Alrighty, and then at this point, we need that background to be shown on Roll20 if it isn't already.
Just for the record, when I was a professional back in Erie, I hunted axe hounds for a living. Just saying.
Very nice.
For a
nice.
living.
And I have an axe hound.
Do you
as
loudly
token.
announce this? It's like as they're
no.
approaching. It's funnier if you do.
It's off the record.
It's I state it, but this is not a battle cry. This is hey guys, get ready because these guys or the axe hounds are not anything to be messing with.
Okay, I'm gonna get 4 of these out here just to be able to give us some visual here. And are you sharing the map on camera already?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And do we still have extra tokens here besides you guys that I can get rid of? Or no, it doesn't look like it.
I think that's everyone. Yeah, I think
That's
we got
everybody.
it.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, and then I'll put one out here for
Can someone move
this-
us all into one group because I can't for some reason.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and then I'll put somebody out here to represent the curly-haired injured man. It's not going to be a perfect token. I'm just trying to find something here.
Yeah. Okay. So for the viewers at home, we will have tokens of our characters made in the future, but we don't have them ready yet. So we have some
Stock placeholders.
yes,
Yeah,
some
yes.
tokens from the game that we just picked for just today.
Yeah. All right. This doesn't look anything like him, but it's something distinctive enough from you guys that it won't be a problem. So this chick right here will represent the wounded guy. All right. Okay, and then now we need to establish turn orders here. So if you guys recall from our test session, we will do fast turns or slow turns. Fast turns go first. It'll be you guys, the axe sounds fast turns, you guys is slow turns, and the axe sounds slow turns. And the advantage of a slow turn is you get an extra action, but you do go in the latter half of the grouping. So
you will be taking a fast turn.
take a fast turn. All right.
Leo will also be taking a fast turn.
Vilmok slow.
And Misho's going to go slow as well.
All right. Half and half. Perfect. Sounds good. All righty. There it is. So I had to find the axe sound stat block. I don't remember if it tells me what they take. I'm gonna say they take fast turns. They're not really planners, they're just beasts. So alrighty. So we will then.
Is the dude who stumbled to us, does he get a turn as well?
Yeah, because of his injury, I'm gonna say he takes a slow turn. Good question.
What is my determined state? Let me do again.
Oh, it'll give you advantage on your next. I allow it on an action too, but basically your next skill test is what it technically says. Okay. And you don't have to use it like on the very next roll,
right?
But you can choose when to use it. It is, like I mentioned earlier, it is possible to lose that status if something happens to you though, and you haven't used it yet. You might waste it, so I wouldn't hold on to it for too long.
And my understanding is you use the determined thing specifically when you fail a test. Is that right? That's what it says. Thing.
I believe that is correct. It's basically like giving yourself a mulligan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, determined. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, it's not an advantage roll. It's you add an opportunity to.
Yes. Yes. I was just looking at the opportunity thing.
Yeah. So technically speaking, that could turn it into like a better situation for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. I have my turn ready. If that's all right, unless you want to go first, Yule.
By all means, go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
I would so I get two actions. I would like to move and strike an axe sound.
Okay. Yeah, I would say from where you are, you could reach either of the two closer ones.
Yeah.
We're not going to be picky with exact movement, but the other two are probably a little too far.
Whichever one is closest to the person.
Gotcha. And are you able to move your own token, or do I need to do that?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. If you... Perfect. Okay.
Whack him.
A little bit closer. That's fine. All right. So go ahead and make. And which weapon are you attacking with?
I believe I would like to attack with my rapier.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
So that. Oh, there it is. All right. So that is D20 plus your light weaponry, which is, I believe
0.
Yeah.
My light weaponry. If you add speed, if that counts, then
you would add speed. You'd add speed plus your
light
plus
weaponry.
your skill with it, which if you don't have, would just be speed.
Gotcha. Okay, so I roll a D20. I got a 10, but my speed is a 2, so that would be a 12.
Okay. Gotcha. And then let's see. The axe hounds, unfortunately, their physical defense is a little bit higher than that.
Okay.
So you make a slash with your rapier. We'll say you make contact, but their tough exterior is able to just kind of block that.
Okay.
able to find any meat to cut, so to speak.
Okay.
So
I would like to use my determination. I don't know if it's possible for the observer to be impressed with me if I get to choose. But if I get to choose, then I would like the person here to be quite impressed with me.
Okay. Yeah. I'll allow that. So even though you didn't damage it, you look impressive. In fact, I'll say that I'm kind of doing an unofficial like reaction during this round for the NPC. He's going to move around kind of behind you, feeling safer that your impressive fighting is putting him in less danger.
Perfect.
Wow.
Let's go.
Do we need to
Get
put up
behind
like
me,
a?
Seth.
Do we need to put up like a running Riz score for Paul's character here that
Or,
fluctuates up and
Be a
down?
Riz Lord. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Alrighty. So that is Leo's turn. What about Yule?
I'm going to run forward and attack that X-Hound to the right of Leo Chi.
Okay. And did you say you can't move yours for whatever reason?
Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me select stuff with the grip tool, but
okay.
Anyway, I have a long spear and I have an opportunity from rolling
Okay.
a 20. So can I
Mhm.
use
You
it
do.
for a critical hit, spending an opportunity for
Yes.
critical hit?
Yes, I will definitely allow that.
Okay.
So criticals in this system, just you won't need to roll the damage. So if you hit, you're just going to do the automatic damage, the max damage on the die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I need to roll a strength?
So you'd need to roll a heavy weapons, which if you're not skilled in that would just be D20 plus strength. Yes.
Yep, got it.
Yeah.
11 plus 3 for 14.
That will hit.
Yes.
All right. All right. So and what is the damage on that?
My spear is a D8 keen damage, whatever that means.
Okay. So yeah, keen is like physical damage in this system, basically. Yeah. So so you're going to do 8 automatically, and then do you get any bonuses to that, or just the die roll?
Is this with the long spear?
Just the die roll with these things.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Okay. So you'll do 8 damage on that. Excellent. That is looking pretty rough already with that much damage. Well done. All right. So now we are to so nobody else had fast turns, so we're to Miso and Vamak. Who would like to go first out of the two?
Well, don't the X-Hounds do their fast turns?
Oh, you know what? Yes,
gotta
they do.
go.
I am so sorry. I wrote them down as slow while saying that they were fast. That's my fault. My visual messed me up. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So the X-Hounds are going to go. So they are definitely distracted by armed individuals. So they're going to ignore their wounded prey for now, and instead going to start attacking the party. So this first one here will go ahead and let's see, go ahead and make a bite attack against yeah,
That would be me if you're.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to remember which token
Yes.
is which. Once we have our permanent ones, it'll be easy to
Yes,
lock
that's
that
yes.
in. But
very true.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll speak.
Okay,
out.
so yes. So
Yes.
sorry. Yes, Leo Chi is going to make a bite attack against you, and that's
Okay.
going to be. Gotta roll this in here. So let's see here. This is one of those cases where, like, most of the time I'd probably be rolling like a GM roll that you guys can't see, but for the purposes of the podcast, you guys can see it. So that'll be a 20 against your physical defense.
Okay. Yes,
Ouch.
so that would hit, right? Because my defense is
Yes.
13.
Yes, it would. So now you take 1 point of keen damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And did you have deflection You didn't have any deflection, right?
No, I do not.
Okay. So you will take that 1 point then. Gotcha.
I should have given my light armor to someone else. I have 2 sets of armor.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's fine. I'll give you a hard time about it after the battle.
Yeah. All right. And then this one is going to go ahead and do the same thing and make a bite attack against Li Chao. Or no, that was Li. Sorry. Li Chi.
Next one would be
Yule this time.
Yule,
Yes.
me.
Yes. Yule this time. Sorry. All right. So same roll. 20 plus 4. All right. Wow, they're rolling really well.
Ow.
All right, but you do have deflection, so I have to roll higher than a 2 for you to actually take damage, and I did not. So it gets a chunk of your breastplate, but thankfully that protects you as it should. So, alrighty, and then this one, I'm gonna say it needs a double move probably to get in here. So no more attacks this round from them. Alrighty. Now that'll put us to Miso and Vivek.
Okay.
Well-
I'm going to throw my axe.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. It's got are they within 20 feet?
I would say, let's see, are you
The squares are
Jamari?
supposed to be 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait. I have a movement of 25. Okay. I run within 20 feet. So we'll
Okay.
say I run just to him.
Okay, sure.
Our friend.
Yeah, I would say you can throw at any of them. This one would be a little bit blocked by Liuchi's body, but you could probably aim for either of the other 2 from that vantage point.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna throw it that one. D20, yeah.
Yeah, and I believe that's going to be your speed. Is that what that one uses probably for throwing?
I think so.
I believe so. Yeah,
It's a heavy weapon, but if I throw it, does that mean it's a light attack?
That's a good question. Let me find axe specifically in that weapons section.
There's a bit in the book on page 306 that talks about ranged attacks, but it doesn't talk about what type of, heavy versus light you roll. And the axe is in the heavy weapon table.
It's up to the DM.
I'll say that because it is considered a heavy weapon, I'd say go ahead and use strength because you'd have to be able to, put enough power behind it to hurl it. And we'll verify that later and make sure we get it right going forward.
Okay.
But yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
11.
Okay. So unfortunately, with an 11, that's not gonna hit them. So.
Okay. Can I, with my third action, can I place my staff in between the axe hounds and our injured foe and be like, or can I help him up?
Yeah, I'd say you can assist him. I'd allow that. So that would be like using the aid. You're kind of using the aid reaction, sort of.
Okay.
But okay, yeah, I'll be okay with that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, or actually, do you want to use the interact action and actually use like a skill to assist him?
Yeah. Could I use a survival skill?
Yeah, I'd allow either survival or medicine here.
Okay. Let's do. Yikes. Okay, with my awareness plus that, it goes up to 11.
Okay. It's enough to easily determine that his arm is definitely broken. And running for his life from the accents, he hasn't had a chance to put that in a sling or anything himself. So he's just kind of painfully holding it to his chest.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll know better how to help him, hopefully, once the combat is done. So,
Hopefully.
okay. Yeah, hopefully. If you survive. Yeah. All right. I believe that takes us to Miso.
Misho is pretty happy over here on the side where I'm at. Am I within range? I've got my sling. I'm thinking of doing a distance here. It looks like I've
I'd
got a
say you'd be
range.
within range of the first one.
Okay, that is all I need. So I've got some extra actions though here. I was trying to figure out a way to gain advantage on this guy because I know that's one of the actions, but I need to test a skill against him. So can I try and can I try and intimidate it somehow? Like kind of put it on the back foot, like shout at it? Maybe gain an advantage that way as my first action and then attack second.
You're going to do. Sorry, what are you doing first?
I'm trying to do the gain advantage action.
Yeah. Do a skill test. Yeah.
Yeah, test a skill, which
Okay.
I assume means I kind of need to pick a skill of how I'm gaining an advantage here.
Yeah. So basically, you're doing a skill that's not what you're trying to gain advantage on in order to like give yourself advantage at that second thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So is intimidation a fair way to go about that?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. So rolling intimidation to see if I gain that advantage.
Okay.
T20 plus my intimidation, which would be +2, so 21.
Nice. Yeah. I will. And sorry, does it say what that one's against?
Well, it just says against your target's corresponding defense. So that was a willpower test I just did.
Yeah. So that would be cognitive. Yeah. So that definitely succeeds. The
Awesome.
Axons don't have a super high cognitive. Yeah.
So then that gets me an advantage on my attack that I'd like to do.
Yep.
Sweet. So now I'm attacking with my sling, which is light weaponry. So I'm going to make a roll for that.
Yeah, and I believe that one is going to use your speed, if I remember correctly.
That is what I am assuming as well. So, did not roll as well there. 10 plus 3, 13.
Not quite, but did you roll the twice for the advantage?
I did not. I forgot about that whole reason I just did. Okay. Second roll.
Yeah.
Oh, slightly better. Okay. 12 plus 3, 15.
That one will just hit. So.
Ooh, okay.
Good thing you yelled at it first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
And so now my sling does just 1d4.
Okay.
Which is 3.
Awesome. All right. So your stone from the sling hits that axe sound and it whimpers a little bit in pain. Awesome. And then do you have one more action? Or is that...
I do have one more. I gain advantage. I attacked. I have one more. I'm going to brace. So I'm bracing. I'm taking cover. That will give a disadvantage on any attacks against me.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you're kind of still over in the rocky area. So yeah, you're able to kind of get some cover. Makes sense. All right. Awesome. So then that puts us to the stranger's slow turn. I think he's just going to basically take all movement, but he can't move very fast in his state. But he's just gonna try to get a little bit further away and be like more behind you guys as a whole. So that's gonna be his turn, and then that's the end of the round there. So who would like to take what pace for this next round?
I will take a quick action or fast, whatever we call it.
Yep. All right, fast for you all.
I'm going to take a fast this turn.
Okay. Shows fast.
I'll take a slow.
Okay, slow for Vermont. Leochi?
I believe I will also I'll take a slow turn.
Okay. And I'm going to leave the Axe Hounds and the Stranger in the same speed. So Axe Hounds fast, Stranger slow. Yep. All right. So Yule and Misho, who would like to go first?
Question.
Yes.
Do I have my basic leadership ability yet, or am I not a leader yet?
You're not officially, but you can make leadership skill tests if that's what you're asking.
That was not what I was asking. The specific talent.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, technically no.
Okay, then
yeah,
can't help you, Paul. Sorry. I will attack the Axe Hound that I attacked at the start, which I believe is red. This third one from the left here.
Yeah.
So I will attack with my spear. Do I need to roll a d20 for that?
Yes, that would be another heavy weapons. So your strength. Oh wow, nice.
19 plus 3, 22.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. I believe that was a D8, you said. Nice.
7.
Excellent.
You're welcome for carrying you, friends.
Right, and somebody, I think, accidentally removed the health tracking I added to roll 20, but that's okay. I remember what it was. So that one is actually going to fall. So we'll
yes.
Yeah.
Leo Chi, were you impressed by that? Yeah. You muted yourself.
Whoops! I thought I unmuted myself. That was a great hit. Well done.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And that's I was gonna say you got one more action.
I do. So I can spend 2 focus to attack again. Correct? There's when you do the strike action, it says make one attack. You can spend 2 focus to strike with a second weapon.
I
believe focus and an action. Yeah.
I believe you have to have a second weapon, so that would be like if you're dual wielding.
Okay.
I don't think you can do 2 strikes with a heavy weapon. I can try to verify that really quick, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
We can do another. I'll just brace. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, bracing's good.
I'll brace against this Axe Hound to my right here.
It's okay. I got you, Yule. I was going to charge in there and help you out. Am I up?
Yes.
Should be.
That would be Misho's turn.
Okay. I'm going to draw my side sword, which I think I can only do because it has the quick draw ability. Otherwise, it would take me an action to do that.
Correct.
So still have 2 actions, but I got my side sword out. I'm going to charge in here, which I think I should be able to cover this ground with
10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Arm. Jump right in there. And then I'm going to whack it with a sword.
Awesome.
Here comes a whack. Oof. Okay. 10 plus, this is a light weapon, 13.
Unfortunately, not quite.
I am determined. What did that get me again?
You can add an opportunity to that, which basically you can be creative with that, how you want to use it. It's like rolling it on the plot die,
right?
Basically, yeah.
Do you remember a helpful and relevant fact?
Yeah, the simplest thing would be to say your attack was distracting enough that you can give advantage on the next person's attack against this particular Axe Hound.
You can. Or you could aid an ally. You can,
which is kind of the same thing, right? Looks like that just gives an advantage.
It gives advantage, exactly.
Yeah, so I think let's do that. I'm going to use my determined to give an advantage against this thing.
Okay, sounds good.
And question: turn before this, I braced. I assume that's like gone now.
It only lasts the round.
Got it.
So yeah,
just wanted to check.
Yep.
This
All
is the dog that you yelled at, so it might turn and hit you though,
Yes. No, it's still terrified of me.
even though you missed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. That was both your actions. So now we've got slow turns for Vamok and Leochi. What would you guys?
What
like
about the aren't
Do the
they getting
axe
attacked? They already
sounds.
attacked?
I did it again. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
We should stop
Goodness.
reminding him. We should just
Yeah,
crush
yeah,
his
Yeah,
right.
face.
you're right. Okay,
Right,
yeah, for
right.
my turn.
The
Okay,
accents just run up to us and do nothing.
There are only 3 of them left. So, yeah. All right. So, so the one there, I would say, I'm gonna make it take. I don't know if there's actually a role for this, but I do this like in my own games all the time. It's like kind of a decision roll for a character based on circumstances. So yeah, with a roll of an 8, it's still too scared of Miso to attack him, so it's gonna go after Yule instead.
Very good.
Hit the big guy.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't revealed this to the group yet, but I am quite physically large. I'm like this really large, burly Iriali dude.
Nice.
You haven't
All right,
revealed that. I saw it first. That's the first thing I noticed.
So it's going to be an 18 against your physical defense.
That will certainly hit me.
Okay. But once again, I have to roll more than 2. Okay, so you'll take 1 damage because of your deflect value of 2.
Ow.
Ouch. All right. All right, that one's turn, and then these 2. Let's just do the one on the left first, and because they are within 5 feet of each other, they're gonna get advantage with pack tactics that they have against
Look out,
Leochi.
Leo.
These
Yep,
darn
I got
crab wolves.
I'm not worried at all.
All right, let's see if I did this right. Did I do that right? Maybe. Yeah. No. It didn't work. Okay, hold on. I'll just do it this way. Yeah, so I'm rolling that. So I'm going to use the 19 plus the 4 is going to be 23. That I'm assuming hits you.
It will, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So you will take
No, it doesn't.
4 points of
ouch.
keen damage. Ouch. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then the second
with
one is also gets the pack tactics, so it's going to roll with advantage as well. That one's going to be 11 plus 4, 15 to hit.
Okay. Yep. That hits.
Okay. So let's see what this one does. Oh, no, that's not right. Fat fingered. Okay, 3 more damage.
Okay. I ate that for breakfast. Got 3 health,
Okay.
guys.
Tough guy
Oh,
over
boy.
there.
Ah!
Yikes.
I'm fine. That's why I
Yikes,
take
yeah.
the slow turn. I got this, guys.
All right.
All
Okay,
right,
so
Leochi's
that's
not important.
All right, that's the axe sounds. So now we have Leochi and Vamok.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and recover. It says I can do
Okay.
that once per scene. Is that right?
Mhm.
Roll recovery die to regain health or focus. How many sided die is the recovery die? I actually don't know that one.
I forget that too. Recovery
It's on
die.
your character sheet, and the default one I saw was a 1d8, but I don't know if that's accurate.
It
Oh, I
does
see.
vary from character to character, but I don't remember how that's determined in this system. So I would say just do the D8 for now, and we'll double check that later too.
Okay. Because if I need to do something else, I can.
No,
But
it's
if
fine.
not, then
It's definitely an allowable action. I just didn't have the
okay.
info prepared. It should have.
Okay. So that would heal me. You can add that to either health or focus. I'm gonna do health.
Okay.
So I get 3 health back. And
Sounds good.
then
All right, and that does take 2 actions. to do
Yes,
that.
yes, it does. It does.
So,
So I only
okay,
have one
so
action
you got-
left.
Yeah, you got 1 more.
Yes. And let's see. At 6 health, I should probably be. I'm gonna take a. I'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and strike for my other. So I'll
Stand your
roll a
ground.
D20. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Not the
Don't stand your ground.
best.
You should have
Yeah.
run.
Attacking with a light weapon. So that would be a 12. So
Okay. Unfortunately, no.
gonna hit. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Vamok.
All right, I see my poor dude over here just getting walloped. So
Leochi, are you still determined? You could have done something with that.
No, I did use my determination after I missed my last attack.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm 0 for 2 on hitting attacks. Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna run up and bash this dude.
Okay.
So move, hit, with my
Are you attacking
staff.
green or orange?
Looks
Does
like
orange have
green
any
visually.
damage on it?
Neither of them have been hit.
Neither of them
I've
have been
whiffed
hit, no.
twice.
Then I'm definitely doing green. The
Okay.
guy in front of me.
Guy on the left. Cool. All right.
Ugh.
Never mind. Shouldn't
Alright.
have asked.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
and
no,
I
I have my determination, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
What can I just re-roll on that one?
It's not a reroll. You get
it's not a reroll. You add an
twist in
opportunity to
combat.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
There's an
Yeah, I
example of
did want to
5.
say, and I apologize to those of you that have missed and not like had this opportunity. I want to remind people, because I just remembered it myself. You can be spending focus to graze targets, which means you won't get any bonuses to your damage, but you can do the damage on the actual damage die. Which,
Okay.
in the case of these level 1 characters, you guys aren't really having a lot of bonuses to the damage anyway. So, valuable thing to do. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry
Okay,
for
I'm
not
gonna-
saying that sooner.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend a focus
Okay.
to do. What was the staff damage? Hold on.
Is that like a D4?
I think it is a D4 if I remember right.
1d6.
It's 1d6.
1d6.
Oh, it's D6. Oh,
It's-
awesome.
It's also
Impact.
impact.
If that matters.
Whoo! Okay, we'll take it.
Nice. Wow. All right.
Okay, so I take my focus. I run up. Could I do anything for Leo? Because I'm standing right next to him, and I have one more turn.
One more action. Let's see. You
One more
can.
Can he not spend his determination to aid an ally?
Oh, his opportunity. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know that. Yeah.
Let's do that.
If you'd like
Okay.
to spend the opportunity from the determined. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. He has advantage on I. I whack one, and then I kind of growl at the other one.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This is how you do it, Leochi.
This is a staff. This is how you hit him.
Yeah. Pointy end goes into the other man. Yeah. All right. All right. Awesome. Cool. And that was that all of your actions?
Yep.
Yes, there was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because movement was the first one. That's right. Okay. Cool. So the wounded guy. Yeah. He's honestly. Yeah. I'm just gonna have him come over and like lean against this rock over here, kind of try to rest up. He's in bad shape. All right. So back to the beginning.
I'm gonna do a fast turn this time.
As fast as possible.
Okay.
I will also fast.
I'll go slow.
Go slow. Okay. And axe sounds are fast. Reminding myself that axe sounds are fast. All right. And the stranger's gonna stay slow. Cool. All righty. Who wants to go first?
All right, I've got to get in this fight. here soon.
No, I think we
I'm
need to
ready
get away from the fight.
No. I've got my plan,
Can
Trevor.
I go first?
Well, hold on, Trevor. We hit this guy already. He's got an advantage on him. You hit harder than I do, I think. Your weapon does more, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to see if I can finish it first? And then if I do, you can
and
run
then I'll
over and
peel
help
away.
the
Yeah,
buddies.
because if I move now, he'll get a disadvantage swipe or an advantage swipe on me or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Or
He can if he uses focus. And just because we're all still learning the system, I'll remind you guys of that. Yeah, there's no such thing as like a straight up opportunity attack like in D&D, but they can use focus to do that kind of attack, basically.
Got it. So how about I go first and try to see if I can finish this thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay. I'm going to... I want to try to gain an advantage again. That saved me last time. How can I gain an advantage on this thing? Can I do like an agility test to try and trip it up a little bit?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Like, I don't know, some fancy moves to try and trip it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll agility. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
18 plus 3, 21.
Yeah, against physical defense. So yeah,
You're just abusing this dog, Ellie.
Yeah.
definitely does.
Yes.
You yelled at it and
I
juked
shouted
it.
at it.
You're like breaking
Sorry.
its leg and yelling at it. Just kill
Ninja
it.
kicked
Like-
Yeah.
Working on it. Okay. Side sword's still out. Now I'm going to whack him with a side sword. I've got advantage. So here comes 2 d20s.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
I'll do
19
it.
plus 3, 22. I'm assuming
Definitely
that
hits.
hits. So now we roll 1d6. 5.
Whoa.
Well done. And that's actually enough to fall that one too.
Booyah.
Nice.
Yelling your fancy
Misho
thing
out.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually doing
spinning it.
damage. Yeah, heaven forbid.
All right, I do. My strength is the amount of focus that I have. So now that I know that I can graze people, that is gonna make a difference for me.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go, Paul?
I'll go ahead and go
Okay, go ahead.
because I think I'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and with my first action strike the axe hound that is right in front of me.
Okay.
Was this where I was given advantage by Vamak?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
you
I
have
get to
advantage.
roll 2 d20s.
Yeah,
This
2d20, keep the higher one. Yep.
Okay, so 18, and then I'm attacking with my light weapon.
Yeah, and so you're taking the 17 out of
rapier.
those.
Okay,
two rolls.
gotcha. And so
yeah.
my light weapon, I add my speed, so it'd be 19, right?
Okay. Yep, that'll hit.
Nice. And I'm using my rapier, so I will roll 1d6 and do 5 damage this time. Woohoo!
Nice.
Didn't have to spend a focus.
All right.
And then
Guess
for
so.
my other action, I will brace.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of maybe use the positioning of Vamak and his staff, to kind of brace yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
definitely gonna go hide behind him once I figure out how to select my character.
All right.
Yeah, I was having trouble with that too.
Yeah, honestly, even me, I'm having trouble like selecting the right axe hounds. Yeah.
Okay. So question. My spear lets me have a +5 range to a melee attack. Am I in range of this axe hound?
Yeah, I would say so, because like you're kind of like in this square,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of in this one ish. So that's 2 away. So yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So let me
Yeah,
gain
you basically have
advantage
a reach
against this
weapon,
guy,
yeah.
and then I'll stab him. It doesn't. Yeah, I'll do a willpower roll against him.
You gonna do like a lower test because you're the axe
gonna
hound slaying master. All your
I'm gonna-
history with this.
Outsmart it. Actually, can I do a presence test against it? Does it have?
It has the stat. Yeah.
All right, let's do
Yeah, it
presence
has
test.
it has a spiritual defense. So yeah.
18 plus 3 for 21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, I have advantage. Now I'm going to strike it.
You have a very intimidating presence going on.
Dang it.
Okay, we'll roll the advantage. So, yeah.
Dang it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
For
Did
those
not help
just
much.
for those just listening,
on,
I rolled
man.
a 2. I rolled a 2 and a 5. I spent all my high rolls on these 2 other dogs over here.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
So can I try to graze or whatever?
Yeah, if you want to spend a focus, you can graze.
Yeah, you
All right,
spend
I'll
one
spend a focus. And then what, I just rolled a d8
Yeah, roll a d8
for 4.
Okay, awesome. It's on the closer one. That one's starting to look real rough. All right. Honestly, they're both looking pretty rough. Okay, that is Yule's turn. And that puts us to the Axe Hounds, I believe. Yeah, which
You remembered.
I did. I know. I'm so proud of myself.
Good boys. Good boys.
Yeah. When I remember anything after 10 o'clock, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, there is a mechanic in here. So I'm going to make another roll. I like to do determining ones and not follow stat blocks blindly. It's just kind of my style. So, yep, with that, now that half of their pack has fallen, the Axe Hounds are actually going to retreat as they whine and run away. So I'm going to
That's
do...
right. Get out of here. Go.
Basically,
Shoot 'em
a
off.
double... I'm going to do a double movement for them, which, let's see. Yeah, they can move 80 doing that, so that pretty much takes them off the board.
80?
You guys... Yeah, 40
What?
twice.
That's why I
40
kept
twice.
missing, Trevor.
Yeah.
Those
Fuel.
They're
Yeah.
fast.
some fast dogs.
Dude, that's fast.
They
yeah.
are. They're fast dogs, but they're also large. Like it describes them as they come up to like just above like an average human's waist. So they're big boys.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So they run off. Like technically, you guys would have the option to pursue. I'm probably going to keep it closed booked and just say fight's over. You guys have rescued the stranger. Yeah. So you're good. Cool. Good job.
Okay, I stick my staff in the stand, and sheltering my Leo and just give him a nod and be like, "I've got you, brother."
I was teasing it earlier, but my character actually does taunt the Axe Hounds as they're running off. He gets kind of sucked into the moment and it's like, yeah, you want a piece of that? You want a piece of this? As they're running off into the distance.
I'm going to be responsible and go over to Leo and can I roll a medicine check to try to help him out?
Yeah.
Perfect. I promise I'll roll better on this one. 14. No, +1. 15.
Nice. And what or attribute does that one go with?
Intellect. Oh, so it's actually +3. No, sorry, I completely botched that. 17 is the total.
17. Okay, so yeah, that should allow you said Leo, right?
Yeah, Leo.
Yep.
I'm trying to heal Leo.
Yeah, that should allow Leo to roll another recovery die. So we still haven't looked that up, so go ahead and just roll another D8, Paul.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Oh,
You're welcome.
crazy. All right, so that gets me back to
Very
full
nice.
health.
Awesome. All right.
Okay, and I, after feeling fully reinvigorated, turn around and make some eye contact with our person we just saved. I feel fine now, but I'm totally like limping, playing it up a little bit. I hobble over and just say, I'm so glad we made it out of this. Do you have any supplies or other things that you'd like to share with the group as we're trying to survive this, barren area? AKA, do you have any money?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I put it
You're
in
welcome.
my-
You're welcome for saving you. Where's your pocket change?
Yeah.
So the curly-haired man looks at you. I'm just going to paraphrase this because honestly, this answers this question. Funnily enough, looks at you for a moment like you've got to be kidding me. Holding his arm, still in a lot of pain. I'm grateful for your intervention, he says in heavily accented Alethi. but you have only my thanks. Please call me Tazo.
Well, Tazo, I'm glad you made it.
Didn't make it worth my while.
We will always be indebted to each other.
I recognize that this is a great imposition, he says earnestly, but these lands hold such danger. His eyes meet all of yours, and his voice lowers. My fallen brothers and I were on a journey of utmost importance to the shattered plains. I am duty-bound to complete this task, which I cannot do if I am eaten by axehounds. I do have marks. I would like to hire you as bodyguards.
Deal.
Are we only going to the Shattered Plains? Was that the deal? We're going to the Shattered Plains?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, deal. That's where I'm headed anyway.
Yeah, we're listening to this guy for sure.
We were meant to look for rescue for the poor people left in the ravine.
Eh.
And in fact, I bring up,
Wow.
what about the people in the ravine?
We left them the blankets. They'll be fine. Because Misho over here insisted.
I do not agree.
Valmak, you can go back and tell them, right?
Not alone. But I'll go along.
All right. So story-wise, that is the end of this, and like starting off with the bodyguard work he's talking about takes us right into Stonewalkers. There is one little section here to finalize some more stuff on the character sheets, though, so we can knock that out really quick.
Perfect.
Yep. So each of you now will officially choose a heroic path. And what I have been tallying throughout the whole thing are based on different character choices. I can give you guys like what you're leaning towards so far, but obviously you can make whatever choice you like. So I'll just share everything for each player individually. Would probably be the easiest way to do this. So as far as heroic path leanings go so far, Nate, for Vamak, you had 2 marks down towards agent, 3 marks down towards hunter, and 1 mark down towards scholar based on your choices. Take that as you will. Obviously you can still do whatever you want. Elliot, for Yule, you had 1 mark towards agent, 2 towards leader, and 4 towards scholar. So it seems like you are already very much leaning in that scholar direction you mentioned. Trevor, you have 1 towards agent, 2 towards leader, 3 towards scholar, and 1 towards warrior. And Paul, 3 towards agent, 1 towards hunter, 5 towards leader, and 1 towards warrior. So you have the leaned leader, which I think is also what you're doing, right?
I was gonna do envoy.
Oh, that's right. Gotcha. Yeah. And then let's see here. And this would be much further down the road, because you won't actually get this stuff until at least level 2. But I'm also supposed to share, I was marking down leaning towards ideals. So for Nate, you had 1 towards protection for windrunners, 2 towards remembrance for edge dancers, and 3 towards self-mastery for dustbringers. Elliot, you had 1 towards for potential towards else callers, 2 towards protection for windrunners, and 1 towards remembrance for edge dancers. And 1 towards truth for truth watchers. Trevor, 1 towards justice for skybreakers, 1 towards potential for else callers, 2 towards protection for windrunners, 1 towards remembrance for edge dancers, and 1 towards tenacity for stone wards. And Paul didn't have quite as many for you, but 1 towards freedom for will shapers, and 2 towards potential for else callers, and 2 towards self mastery for dustbringers. So if that sways you guys at all, that's what I got. And I can hold on to that and repeat that down the road if you guys are interested in continuing on a certain trajectory or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah. So now mechanics checkpoint. So we have attributes that shouldn't have changed. So you should have 2 cultural expertises plus 1 additional expertise per point of intellect. So you now can go up to 5 skill ranks. I believe I gave you 4 at the last checkpoint. So you can add 1 more of those, but once again, no skill can be above rank 2 at this juncture.
Okay, so we get an additional point.
Yep. Yeah, and then I love how like it became necessary, but now we're filling it in. It's having you fill in recovery die, senses range, and lifting capacity now. So your recovery die is based on your willpower. So a willpower of 0 gives you a 1d4, a willpower of 1 or 2 gives you a 1d6, and a willpower of 3 gives you a 1d8. So we might.
So I was right because I have a willpower of 3.
You do have a willpower of 3. Okay, perfect. Yep. I'm glad we did that right. Senses range is based on your awareness. 0 is 5 feet, 1 or 2 is 10 feet, and 3 is 20 feet.
Oh, sorry. Did you say awareness?
Awareness, yep.
Okay. And what was 1? I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. 1 is 10 feet. Yeah, 1 is 10 feet. Lifting capacity is based on strength. Strength of 0 is 100 pounds. Strength of 1 or 2 is 200 pounds, and a strength of 3 is 500 pounds.
Wow.
Yep. And then we probably want to do that outside of recording too, because this will probably take a while. You'll also you have the option of picking a purpose and an obstacle for your character, and I think through some of the role playing we've done, some of you guys have kind of already mentioned purposes, not necessarily obstacles, but purposes, like finding your twins and so forth. So
Yep.
Cool. And then I think that's it. It's appendices after that, which I've already been referencing. So alrighty, cool. There we go.
Perfect. So my homework for next time is I have 2 intellect, so my homework is getting 2 expertises.
Correct.
Expertises.
Yep.
Okay. And I added my 1 other additional skill point. Added that to discipline because my others had 2. And,
nice.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, and I think we should be able to start a little quicker next time because we'll have the technical difficulties hopefully figured out. So cool.
Yeah, we can wrap it there for the recording.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. That's fun.
See y'all in Stonewalkers.
Yep.
Right.
Until next time.